YouTube, it's Zoe, or Read by Zoe, and today I'm going to do the book Courtship Tag, and I wasn't tagged to do this tag. I do a lot of tags where I wasn't tagged to do it. I don't remember the last time we did a tag where I was actually tagged. Oh well, I really enjoyed the questions to this tag, so I wanted to do it. And now let's get started! Phase 1, Initial Attraction, a book you bought because of its beautiful cover. I have two books for this, and the first one is Being Audrey Hepburn by Mitchell Kriegman. I saw this at Barnes & Noble and I picked it up. Well, I chose it as a Christmas gift for someone to gift me, and I found it. I really wanted it because it has a model who looks like Audrey Hepburn, and on the back there's a picture of Audrey Hepburn, and I love Audrey Hepburn. I love her movies. I actually read this book already and it was not good, so that's disappointing, but I only bought it because of the title and the cover. And the second one is the Shadowhunters Codex by Cassandra Clare and Joshua Lewis. I flipped through it and it's all this stuff about the Shadowhunter world that Cassandra Clare has made. It's pretty cool, but I only bought it because I really like just the look of this, and I thought it would look really pretty on my shelf. I wasn't even planning on reading it, I just wanted to have it on my shelf. Phase 2, First Impressions, a book that you bought because of its summary. Again, for this I have two different books, but they're kind of the same-ish because they are Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, and Sense and Sensibility and Sea Monsters. As you may know, I love Jane Austen so much, and I have read Pride and Prejudice and Sense and Sensibility. On the back of Pride and Prejudice and Zombies it says, "It is a truth universally acknowledged that a zombie in possession of brains must be in want of more brains." It's basically just the Jane Austen book, but they have a little twist. This obviously has zombies, and this obviously has sea monsters. I really want to read them one day. Phase 3, Sweet Talk, a book with great writing. For this, I had to choose Shatter Me by Tahada Mafi just because it's written like no other YA book. It is so poetic, and if you don't know about the writing in here, there are a lot of cross-outs. So she'll say something, and then she'll cross it out and replace what she said. Like here it says, "You're getting a cellmate," and she crosses that out and it says roommate. So things like that, it's just so interesting. Phase 4, First Date, the first book of a series that made you want to go out and pick up the rest of the series. This is definitely Throne of Glass by Sarah J Maas. When I read this, I wasn't even like halfway through the book, but I was obsessed with it. Every single free moment I had, I would sit down and read this. I read it in like 2 days, but even before I finished the book, I was like halfway through the book. I sat down on my computer, logged into Amazon, and bought the next book because I knew that I would have to go straight into the next book. And when that arrived, I did the same thing with the next book. It was a pretty severe obsession for a good 2 weeks, and then I slowed down, but I have read the entire series so far, and I can't wait until Queen of Shadow comes out soon. Oh my goodness! Phase 5, Late Night Phone Calls, a book that kept you up all night. This is Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare, my baby, but I stayed up until like 5 in the morning reading this book. Even after I finished the book at like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, I could not fall asleep because I was just crying the entire night. I cried for like 2 hours straight. I don't know how there were still tears, but I woke up in the morning, my eyes were completely just swollen shut, and I was so dehydrated. So yes, this kept me up all night, and I don't regret it one bit. I would stay up with this book night and night again. Oh my goodness, little hair and tail. Phase 6, Always on My Mind, a book you could not stop thinking about. This is Stolen by Lucy Christopher. What a fantastic book. I still think about it. It's one of those books that really makes you think and question. It's about this girl named Gemma who is kidnapped by a man who is in love with her, and then she starts to fall in love with him, but you're not sure if it's Stockholm Syndrome, if she only fell in love with him because he's the only person around and he is taking care of her, or if it's real love, and it just makes you think because you don't ago, and I still think about it. It is on my mind. Phase 7, Getting Physical, a book which you love the way it feels. This is A Little Something Different by Sandy Hall. This kind of feels like construction paper in a weird way. It's kind of rough, and these are all ridges, so every single little heart on here is ridgy, and like the vines and the words, I love it. It's just so different, and it's also a really cute book. Phase 7, Meeting the Parents, a book that you would recommend to your friends and family. This is the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series by Rick Riordan. I actually recommended this to my dad, and he read the entire Percy Jackson and the Olympian series and the entire Heroes of Olympus series. I haven't even finished that series yet. I had finished the series by the time I recommended it to him, and then he lapped me and then read the Heroes of Olympus series. He's a really cool dude, and this is a really good series. This series is great for all ages. Obviously, it is a middle school series, but my dad loved it, and it's great for boys and girls. It's a family-friendly series. Phase 9, Thinking About the Future, a book that you would reread many times in the future. For this, I picked Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins just because I just reread it for the 3rd time, and I'm pretty sure I will read it a couple of times more in the future. Every time I read it, I love it. I love Etienne and Anna and all of the characters in here. I love the story. I will be this grandmother on my rocking chair with my dentures rereading this, and I will have it memorized word for word. I'll be the cool grandma who reads YA literature at like age 90, but you know, I am who I am. And finally, Phase 10, Share the Love. Who do you tag? I'll tag a few people. I'm going to tag Natasha from Toshopolis, Raylene from Padfoot and Prongs, Whitney from Witty Novels. I'm going to tag Yessie from The Book Vagrant, and Jessica from Price's Wong. So that is the book courtship tag. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Please request any videos you would like me to make in the future. Also remember to follow me on Goodreads, Instagram, and Twitter. My links are down below, and I will talk to you later. Thank you!